Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled The Owls of Patmos. Lord, will you are edified. This video was inspired by a video Ayash did on GMS Give and Go, and it's entitled Count the Cost.
And allow that person, to be converted, that'd be great. But for the time being, we have to look at people according to their actions, and pretty much look at them as the walking dead, man. You gotta look at your mother like that, probably, man. Your sister, your brother, your cousin, your wife, if she make, that decision, man, to trust, to go wander after the beast, man. You gotta look at them as the living dead. You see? Being cute, all right, if you use your grace period to be cute and gimmicks, and wasn't serious about anything, wasn't really considering what you was a part of, you use the truth to try to forge a rap career, or whatever alternative motive that you had, ulterior motive that you had. Well, now it's finna show. You see, everything finna show now. Everything finna be exposed, man. Everything finna be brought to the forefront. The true men of the Lord is finna be known. The house of David on earth is finna be known. Everything is finna be known, man. So you gotta count the cost. We didn't come here for no fairy tale ending, man. The scriptures say,
and that's what it's all about, counting the cost. Okay, and everything this brother identified is within counting the cost. Okay, you can't be surprised. All right, you have to always anticipate the worst, but have that faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to be delivered from all things. Okay, let's get Revelation 1:9. I, John, who also am your brother and companion in tribulation. Tribulation means what? To be distressed, to be vexed, to be oppressed. Okay? All right? And this is what we encounter for the doctrine of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. All right? But this penny going into the kingdom of heaven has such a great reward. Okay? I, John, who also am your brother and companion in tribulation and in the kingdom and patience of Yahushua Mashiach, was in the isles that is called Patmos for the word of the Most High and for the testimony of Yahushua Mashiach. Okay? So going to prison or a concentration camp, all right, is part of counting the cost. And John was sent to the Isles of Patmos for the doctrine of Yahushua, for the teachings of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay? So we must include going into a concentration camp as well. Okay? Luke 14:27. And whosoever do not bear his cross, and this is Yahushua speaking, and come after me cannot be my disciple. Let's focus on cross according to the Greek.
Strong's G 4716, stauros. Stauros.
And to the point, which was usually used by those who, on behalf of the Most High's cause, the prophets, all right, the 144,000, and Lord will, we are these men. Do not hesitate cheerfully and manfully to bear persecutions, troubles, and distresses. So if you don't bear your cross, okay, by counting the cost before you bear your cross, all right, you're not going to make it. All right, you have to consider all things, all acts of betrayal, okay, from any and everybody. All right. And you have to examine yourself. Will you be able to bear your cross before you pick it up? But back on the subject matter, all right, being sent to a concentration camp is part of it for the doctrine of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, all right? Because we will not serve, okay, Esau's satanic New World Order, Lord will. Do not hesitate cheerfully and manfully to bear persecutions, troubles, distresses, thus recalling the fate of Mashiach and the spirit in which he encountered it. All right? So we must bear our cross until we reach the finish line. And like I said before, part of bearing that cross is you or me or them being sent to a concentration camp. And Lord will, that doesn't happen, but hey, someone has to fulfill prophecy. Acts 5:12, and by the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders wrought among the people, and they were all with one accord in Solomon's porch. And of the rest durst no man join himself to them, but the people magnified them, and believers were the more added to the Lord, multitudes both of men and women, insomuch that they brought forth the sick into the streets and laid them on beds and couches, that at the least the shadow of Peter passing by might overshadow some of them. This is crazy faith, okay? An example of crazy faith. There came also a multitude out of the cities round about unto Jerusalem, bringing sick folks, and them which were vexed with unclean spirits, and they were healed every one. Then the high priest rose up, and all they that were and all they that were with him, which is the sect of the Sadducees, and were filled with indignation, and laid their hands on the apostles and put them in the common prison. Okay? But the angel of the Lord by night opened the prison doors and brought them forth and said, Go, stand and speak in the temple to the people of all the words of this life. All right? And who delivered the apostles from prison? An angel. Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. No matter how bad it seems, all right, we must always find hope in every situation. There's nothing to fear. And this is Acts 23 and 17. Then Paul called one of the centurions unto him and said, Bring this young man unto the chief captain, for he have a certain thing to tell him. Verse 18. So he took him and brought him to the chief captain and said, Paul the prisoner called me unto him and prayed me to bring this young man unto thee, who have something to say unto thee. Paul the prisoner. And why was Paul in prison? Because of the doctrine of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, for teaching Yahushua. It's part of it. Revelation 1 and 9, I, John, who also am your brother and companion in tribulation and in the kingdom and patience of Yahushua Mashiach, was in the isles that is called Patmos, for the word of the Most High and for the testimony, witness of Yahushua Mashiach. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.